I stand up, I get up, mapelu moya shona kona. Akubuluza shobuluza fukasa, come on, be a go-getter. Ashona kona, ashona kona, ashona kona, ashona kona, stay focused. Opportunities, you gotta get this, you gotta fight that skills.
Githi sanibonani lapha emakhaya. Yebo-ke ngiyawubanga umsile njengoba-ke ngifuna sivuke bafethu siye kukuyozela sizenze ithuzela sihambe siyoherezela. Ngithi welcome to your weekly dose of inspiration. Ngoba uyazi kulohlelo bafethu we keep everything in motion with that motivation. Ngithi salute Hustler Nation bafethu igama umebelini shumo le intandukazini bafethu iSpani. Uyazi bathini bathi qala kube mnyama qala ngaphambi ukuthi ukukhanye bafethu. Okuyindaba-ke engakhulunywa iHustler lethu uRobert njengoba-ke into zakhe zingahamba ngakahle. Uqale-ke ashaya mechanical engineering manje umjitha uthi uyaprogressa uyofuna ukushaya i-process engineering uthi it's been a long process to get to where he is today. So ahlale phansi-ke sizwe ibali lakhe njengoba ngithi ukuthule bandle ngicela simlalele bandla. Shame. Name Robert Botolo, age 30, education matric, tertiary qualification national diploma mechanical engineering UJ.
Robert is the kind of person that is patient with himself and other people in general. He has that ability to get to know the gist of something. His patience enables him to get to focus more on whatever passion drives him or whatever that he wants to know. So that patience is key. He might not be aware, but it's key. I think what drives him mostly is that his family, he wants to have a better life, the dream that everybody has. That's what drives him. He wants a better future for himself, his family, his children. So he always looks for the thing that could improve himself.
I'm a jolly, outgoing person. I love my sports. I'm a family man. I also love playing games on TV. And then, yes, I love my football.
He's the kind of person that is passionate, family orientated, and he's a fighter. He always fights. Even though it's with that last 5 minutes where you feel like you're giving up, something will just drive him.
I started my primary at Charles Mamohale Primary School. Then I went for my middle school in Makopia More. And then I finished my matric in Tolwane High School. I decided to study mechanical engineering while I realized that playing soccer is a short career. I started loving soccer at a young age because of my father. He's a huge Kaizer Chiefs fan. So he used to take me to stadiums and all that while I was still very young. So yes, soccer was always in the upfront. While I was doing my matric, actually I got injured while playing soccer. Then my mom said, no. But after looking at motivational speakers on TV and all that, then I realized I can't just take only football as a career because it's a short career. And something clicked that, okay, I might get my leg broken and then that will be it. Then that's when the love of engineering came. It came from my cousin, who is now an instrument technician in a automotive company called MA. Then that's when I got the fascination for engineering. I didn't know that I will follow which field in engineering, but I knew that, okay, I want to be an engineer because of, I look at engineering and then in a daily basis, everything that we get basics. There's engineering in it, like the food we eat, the lights we have, the cars we drive and all that. After that, I went to Johannesburg, University of Johannesburg, where I had to do my national diploma in mechanical engineering. It was a bit difficult to get entry there because of my results were not to that level, entry level, so I had to upgrade. I did my upgrade in UJ, where I did a bridging course for a year in mechanical engineering. Then 2005, that's when I started my S1 National Diploma Theory Studies. Then I went on and finished and graduated the year 2010. My working experience started with a company called Viadex Mining Product. That's where I did my P1 practicals. There we were specializing in manufacturing roof supporting system for underground mining. I only spent 6 months there. Then I had to wait another 6 months because of now they didn't have enough facilities for my P2 practicals. That's when I had to apply for another job. Then that's when I get the job with Formex Tubing, formerly known as Automotive. There I spent 6 months doing my P2 practicals. Then I graduated. After graduation, that's when the company took me as a junior process engineer. Then they gave me a permanent contract then. The company decided to relocate to Port Elizabeth because of most of our customers are based in Port Elizabeth. The offer was put on the table because of they didn't want me to leave the company, but it was not enough to sustain me and my family. Then I decided not to take that particular contract. That's when I applied for a job that I saw on the newspaper. And then eventually that's when this interview that is coming came through, which is Cobra. Then yeah, I'm excited to just see what Cobra will hold for me.
What I've learned from Robert, mainly career-related, is that research is important. You would have to go detail into something for you to get to understand it or probably to modify it or to improve it. Like for an example, he'd encourage a person when you're going to an interview, you don't just go blank-minded or just do a few research and you feel. If it's necessary, days before you can go to that company, get to find out more information, get to talk to the people, what's happening there. You know, he goes into finer things. So that's something that I've learned from him. I wish him good luck, and I know that he will go and get it. So I always say this to him, go get them, Tiger.
So uRobert Bafethu went from scoring goals to having goals. Ake ngithemba ukuthi lapha emakhaya nani niqhuquzekile Bafethu ukuthi ningalahli ithemba, ningalahli ithawula Bafethu, and you must keep on going. Insizwa ke iyazi ifuna ukuba yini njengoba ke iyongena lapha ku interview yakhe. Njengoba ke ifuna ukuba Jova ithi habashe asimbone khona lapha ke e-corporate tabs. Njengoba ke afuna isikhundla njenge process engineer Bafethu, asimbone.
Robert, how are you?
Fine, thanks, and you say?
All right, I'm Patrick. I'll be looking after your interview and so forth today. And you applying for the job as a process engineer in our assembly plant, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell you a little bit about Cobra Watertech and where we come from, that type of thing? We started in 1951, so it's quite an old company already. It was started by a German company here in South Africa. And then gradually we've become a public company, and we're part of the Dawn Group at the moment. We produce mainly brassware. So we've got our own foundries, machine shops, chrome plating, all that type of thing. But what you would be looking at is the assembly plant and the type of processes that run there. You'd be looking after the speeds that things get done, the ergonomics, that type of thing, to see also that the quality runs through. Also, you'd have to have a look at samples that are being prepared for first ofs, that type of thing, to make sure that everything is going to be running 100% to the best timing and so that is available.
Okay.
Tell me, what type of experience have you got that would enable you to work here as a process engineer?
I started off as a junior process engineer with a company called Formex Tubing. There we were manufacturing exhaust systems from your manifolds all the way to your tailpipes and all that. So that's when I started developing this love for this career in terms of process. There was just the junior, but as time went by, after a year and a half or so, that's when I got promoted to a senior level. But I didn't stay there for long. So I would say it's best suited for me because of I know the ins and outs a bit of process engineering. I know what is it all about, motion studies, evaluation of the existing processes and all that, and then probably making improvements where improvements are bestly needed. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna tackle the whole thing.
Robert, so tell me, now that you know a little bit more about the job, are there any other questions that you have, more information that you need?
What I would like to know is what type of inventory do you use here? Because of where I worked previously, we were using, for bombs and all that, we were using CISPRO, and then we were using MPRO. I just want to know, what are you using this side, and what types of design programs do you use this side?
Okay, we use Sage as a computer program to do all the bills of quantities and so forth, and the planning. The planners then work according to the bill of quantities to give you the components and so forth that you will then present to the assembly plant. As far as the programs for the drawings and so forth, we use CAD to do the actual designs, and from the CAD then all your tool paths and your processes and everything will be calculated and worked out.
Okay, and then lastly, in terms of career growth in the company itself, starting as obviously a process engineer, if I'm taken for this job, and then how is growth in terms of...
Well, obviously from a process engineer, you can become a technical manager, then looking after the whole technical department, your R&D, that type of thing. And from there, you can go over to the technical director, who then is in charge of the whole factory, all the technical sides of the factory. So there's quite a bit of growth expense that can happen at Cobra. If you look through the factory during the day now when you are here, you'll see that we've got a wide expanse of opportunities and so forth, even lateral movements if you wanted to move from process engineering and so forth and grow in that route. But from process engineering, as I said, then technical manager, technical director.
Okay, no, I'm satisfied.
Great. We have got a mentor that will be working along with you in the beginning just to make sure that you get up to speed and so forth. His name is Moses, and we'll take you to go and meet him just now.
Okay.
And during this day, you would be given 3 tasks to prepare for us, to see if you actually qualify for the job. You'll be asked to work according to a bill of quantities to make sure that the first offs are ready. Have a look and see what the timing should be. So that is the type of thing that you'd be looking at today. And at the end of the day, we'll have a look at your processes that you've developed, your outputs that you've had. And according to that, we will evaluate your capabilities for this job. And then at the end of the day, you'll come back to me and we will sit down and have an interview again to discuss whether you are suitable for this position or not.
No problems. I'm looking forward to that.
Great. Come with me and we'll go and meet Moses.
Okay.
Robert o na le plane ene o ikemiseditse go itswetsa pele. O performile hantle ka go bua ka experience ya hae le mo a qadileng teng. Ha e ka ba wena ha ona experience, bua ka dithuto tsa hao le se o ithutileng sona. Robert yena o tseba hantle gore ana plan ya hae o ile go ifinyella jwang. Ke ka ho a checka menyetla ka hare go company go checka re plan ya hae e tla gona go tswella. Mahaslase, career plan ya hao ke sesupo sa destiny ya hao le mmepe wa gore o tla gona go fihla mo jwang. E tlisa bokamoso ba hao to honaje gore wena o yetse sengwe ka seo honaje. Ha re gutla re fumana ho ngata ka mosebetsi ona wa Robert. Dula le rona le wena go fumana re ana e ka sebe mosebetsi wa hao na.
Ngithaslaze yabona maqala emsebenzini omusha bafethu ubangathi uyingane ke esafunda ukuhamba ngithi usazowa uhuzuko ulimale kodwa manje uziqeqesha ke izinto ziqala zibalula bese yonke into izoba grand njengoba ke uRobert athi yena akayisabi i-challenge yabona mase ungena kulomkhakha ku-engineer bafethu umsebenzi okubiza ngapha nangapha ake sibone ukuthi amapha amathuba atholakala kule sector bafethu lapha na ku sector overview.
Imisebenzi eyenziwayo ohlangothini lwezobunjiniyela kodwa ke oyibona unakisa kakhulu yi-process engineer. Ngabe yini umsebenzi wabo ngempela? Enkampanini ekhiqizayo ama-process engineers yilaba bantu abasebenza ukuhlela kahle, baqondise, babhekisise kahle ukuthi zonke izinto zihamba noma zisebenza ngendlela efanele. lonke uhlobo lomkhiqizo owenziwayo ukwakha nokuhlanganisa izinto ezakha lowo mkhiqizo. Lokhu kuzoshiyana ngenhlobo zemisebenzi kuhlokela emthini kuya emotweni kanye nezimpompi. Kodwa-ke akukhathalekile ukuthi umuphi umkhiqizo owakhiwayo, amakhono nokufundela kona kuzofana ukuqinisekisa ukuthi umsebenzi owenziwayo uzowenziwa ngendlela eyiyona nemali ingamosheki futhi ube ngumkhiqizo osezingeni eliphezulu. INingizimu Afrika yona iyawadinga ama-engineers. Isibalo sabonjiniyela esinabo sincane kakhulu, kanti-ke futhi nabonjiniyela esinabo abangabantu abamnyama bancane kakhulu. Lokho kwenza ukuthi izwe lethu lingakwazi ukukhula kulolu hlangothi lwezobunjiniyela. Uma ufuna umsebenzi ozokuvulela iminyango eminingi futhi usiza ukudala imisebenzi ukwazi nokusiza abanye, lo msebenzi ungakulungela. Ungakwazi ukuguqula impilo yakho kanye neyabanye abantu ngoba amakhono ozowathola azokwenza umehluko omkhulu ehlangothini eziningi. Wena ngokwakho ungenza umehluko.
Mesebetsi ya di-process engineers e fumana mafapheng a sa tshwaneng ko di-chemical manufacturing, technology, pharmaceutical le ko di-scientific research. Ho tjho hore di-company kaofela tse di kopanya manufacturing di tlhoka di-process engineer. Ho tjho hore wena o fumana monyetla ho sebetsa mafapheng a mangata ka bona bokgoni bona.
Ngithake sithemba ukuthi uRobert won't tap out njengoba ke-Elshaya task yakhe yokuqala bafethu njengoba afuna ukuba i-process engineer. Mina ngithi insizwa ngithi flower angathi uyi-tap evulekile.
My name is Moses Simelane. I've been working for this company for 20 years now. I've started in January 1995 as a junior process engineer. I furthered my studies through the company's development. I went and I done my industrial engineering. So the company has promoted me to become a supervisor in process engineer. So now I'm a mentor of the incoming junior process engineers. Robert?
Yes.
This is our production line where we tidying up using the manual spanner to tidying up.
Okay.
But the problem that we are having on this line is that the people over the time when they are tidying up these things, they become tired and they are becoming so on the rest. That is why I'm bringing you so that you can develop me a socket whereby we can use an automation to use it effectively and productively to close this thing on time so that you can meet our delivery date.
Okay. Can I see the operation?
Yes.
Moses?
Can you carry on with the operation so that Robert can see? Our main task is to monitor the process, all the processes that we are doing in the company in a cost-effective way, in a productivity manner, so that we can improve. And where there is an obstacle where we can produce in a better way, we go down and check and evaluate and improve the system that we are using by putting our process engineer in each and every department.
So actually what you're looking for is something that can take away
the manual one.
The manual tightening.
Tightening.
Okay, let's see how it tightens.
As you can see, all the time is using to fill up, putting all the O-rings.
Okay.
Can you go and develop for me on the CAT? We got our CAT system,
okay,
so that you can go on, carry on and develop and make us a new thing so that you can be easy.
Okay, can I have the one or two of this? Okay, let's go. Assembly line, it is one of our most important lines as compared to all the lines that I've seen. Based from the experience where I am from, an assembly line has to be fully operational, the standard times here are critical because of this is where your last assembly will be, and then you'll be able to have a product and be able to go test it and then send it through. So the timing is most important because of the customer is waiting for their parts, and then they don't only want their parts, they want good quality parts. They want parts that are in good quality and all that. So I would say it's a very most important part of our sections in a plant. It is very important when I'm working on the shop floor to really be alert of a whole lot of things, because I believe that sometimes it's always good to get something before it gets broken completely. Maybe I would realize a fatigue on a certain tool and all that, then I highlight it to my manager or my boss and I say, okay, I'm looking at this particular piece and I can see in, I would say, a week's time, it would be worn out and then it might even break. Then for me, it costs me points with my manager, and then it shows that I'm well alert, I'm aware, and then I really take pride into my work. Because of to go to him before the problem actually starts, it will show him that I really know what I'm doing, and then he'll gain confidence in me. In a case whereby we have a tool breakdown, or even a socket or a jig breakdown, that really affects us as a company because of it delays the delivery time. Because of now we have to take out the parts, take it to maintenance, and then maintenance have to work on it, and then maintenance, they don't just work on your part. Because of the jobs cut that they work with, if you come and then there's 2 jobs before them, then you're gonna have to wait for those 2 particular jobs. So it's a bit stressing because of now your boss will be at your back that I'm losing production time and all that. But we're living in a reality world here, so I'm gonna have to wait for the particular jobs to be finished, but now it's gonna delay us in terms of delivery, in terms of also quality.
Robert, thanks very much for the tooling that you have designed from our tool room.
Yes.
I'm very much happy to see this tooling, and hopefully it's going to help us.
Okay.
But what I would like to do now,
Yes.
I want to show Moses, our operator here, how the new tooling is going to help him.
Moses, yes. I've designed this socket that will take away your manual operation of tightening up manually. So basically, manually, you're gonna put this, and then while you activate it, you press it down, it will tighten also. There's a hex piece for you. Yeah. So this is basically that. Okay, in a minute. This is basically what it will do. Then this operation. So you see there, it's tightening the whole thing. I want you to try and operate it. There I just did, and see whether you like it or you don't like it. Okay, so yeah, that's basically that. Then you move on to another one.
Robert, in his task, he did very well because he developed the socket that can make me to produce as much as I can in terms of the productivity, and he also saved me the people from getting injury by twisting their wrists all the day. So yeah, he's done it very well.
I've used the design program, so for me it was not that challenging when it comes to the design side of things, because I already knew how to use the same program that they are using here. Yeah, it was a bit scary because I didn't know whether it's gonna work through or it won't work. But yeah, putting it there and then seeing it in operation, it made me happy. It made me happy.
The process engineers ba nagana ka o sheba dilo kaofela gore ba kgone go rarolla mathata bonolo le go boloka tšhelete. Robert yena o ikemiseditse ene hape o motlotlo ka mosebetsi wa hae. My hustler, gore le wena o be proud ka mosebetsi wa hao, e potse fela potso e le nngwe. A na ho baneng o etsa mosebetsi o etsang? Hona le gore fela a wena o etsa mosebetsi wa mofuta ofeng? Ho nagana ka boholo ho bo tla o etsa gore o nkele mosebetsi wa hao godimo ene hape o phethe ka botle. Ha re khutla, Mac o retlela le iSpani Q, our hustler o ko production line.
Ngithi hustlers, let me tap into your brains. Ngibheka ukuthi kahle kahle azivuze ngathi impompo engasebenzi. Uspani Q sethu sakule viki bafethu. Umbuso wethu uhamba kanje. Ngithi different light make me strange. For each one, my size will change. What am I? Awuthi ngiphinde futhi ngithi different light make me strange. For each one, my size will change. What am I? Ngithi moyazi impendulo ngithi get on those tablets bafethu and just tap away and send us your answers. Uyazi mele uthini uthi #iSpani with the capital Q. Uye lapha ku social media yethu ufaka eyakho impendulo. Ngithi manje samsebona uRobert Botolo bafethu njengoba ke afuna ukuba i-process engineer. Mina uyangazi ke ngamaphansi. Ngithi let us tap dance to Cobra Taps. Ding.
Robert, this is our assembly line where we assemble by putting the head part first, and I've got the flow process control chart where you can use it to check our process, whether we are doing it in the right way, in a good way. You'll go and see all the stages by when we go all around and check what is right and what is wrong.
Okay.
We can go through. The second one is the testing stage.
Okay. This is where they test for the leakages and all that.
Leakages, yeah, whether it is leaking or not leaking.
So it basically works with a certain pressure based on the tape they are working on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the fourth one, that's where they are putting in the screw, and they are putting the blue one for the cold water. So the last one, there are two operations that are taking place. The one is cleaning and the other one is packing.
Oh, okay. Cleaning the water from the testing.
They are cleaning the component itself because it's a finished product.
Okay.
So to prepare it to go to the box for packaging.
Okay, cleaning and packing.
Looking through our processes, I want for me to check and identify where we can improve and what according to this flow process chart, what is wrong, what is right that we are doing that we can improve for us.
Okay, so in a way I have to basically start there and look at the whole flow again.
The whole flow.
And see what I can
check
pick up.
How our flow is going. Is it our flow going right or not right?
Okay, yes, okay, I'm ready for that.
You can go and check through.
My philosophy is that awareness is very important. At the end of the day, if he gives me an attitude and then he's working for Cobra, I'm working for Cobra, we get paid because of the finished product. Because you must remember, the most important things, you deliver on time, you have good quality parts, then the company is going to grow. The company will reward us. But if now we are producing a whole lot of scrap the whole year, then forget the bonuses. I've identified a few things. I'm seeing a pile up here, but based on the process flow that you've given me, I want to check whether the standard times ties up with what I see here, sir. So say she fetches it on her own, or is it because there was nothing on the conveyor belt? Then that's why she went and fetched it.
He should have waited for the component to come with the conveyor belt.
Okay. So my findings after my visual inspection, and then after doing my time studies is that this man here is very quick as compared to everyone on this line, which now results in the pile-up of parts, especially there at the end where they're doing their packaging. And then as important as it is, I know that defects are not obviously something that we have to pride ourselves with. So that's the only problem I picked up. In terms of the process flow, what I've seen here is what actually is on your Bible here. So I would just have a chat with him, just to maybe give him, not maybe actually, just give him an idea of how he can control this line, because the most important thing here is to enforce one-piece flow in terms of balancing the line and all that.
You're most welcome to do that.
Okay. How's it, bro? Sharp. My brother, I've been looking at your process as compared to the other guys, ne? You're too quick, you're too fast. I know you probably have been doing this job for a long time, but I would like to advise you this in future, because at the end there, we end up getting pile-ups of parts, and then obviously we're working with chrome and all that. These parts against each other, rubber against each other, you'll have scratches and all that. So as fast as you are, don't stop being this fast, but have a look out for other cells also, whereby if you see that, okay, she's struggling maybe with putting the handle, you can stop because of already you've pushed more parts. You go to her, assist her, and then when you see, okay, she's left with 2 parts, you come back here and do your operation.
The guys are doing too fast because they want to impress, they want to do things, same time more things, but they didn't do it in the right way. There is a right way of doing the things, or much more things, but they didn't follow the process in the correct manner. So that is why he was correcting the operator to do it fast, but in a good manner, so that he cannot damage the components.
This actually, as compared to the first task, it was a bit of something that I know because of where I used to work before as a junior process engineer. My main job description was balancing the line and all that. So it was not that much of a challenge, but it was challenging.
It did very well. It did very well.
Hobane Robert o na le bokgoni ba go bona a bigger picture. Ke ka ho a kgonnong go etsa task ena ka o tlhalosetsa colleague ya hae ka bohlokwa ba qeto ya decision ya hae. Ke rata kgathallo ya hae ka bokamoso ba company le bohlokwa ba di product gore dilo tseo kaofela di matsogong a basebetsi. Ha company e atlega e tswela pele le mesebetsi e tswela pele. Wo ke bohlokwa ba mosebetsi wa hao. Ha re khutla papatsong, Robert yena o tasking ya hae ya ho qetela, Mac o re tlela le karabo ya iSpani Q ka mora sena.
Githi akteshe show hustlers githi our money grows cause siyapanda man githi change is good but the change is healthy ukuthi uyenzela for monetary value noma ke for your own personal growth njengoba simonile Robert laphana ashintsha from mechanical engineering ayongena laphana ku process engineering for his own personal growth phinde futhi athole icareer ke ezomchallenge nani ke bafethu for your own brain personal growth bafethu awuthi ngiphindele iSpani Q bafethu umbuzo wethu uhamba kanje different life make me strange for each one my size will change what am I ngoyazi impendulo thumela nje ngiqhafazo ungashaya no desk work bafethu kodwa sithemba ukuthi uRobert akashaya desk work ku challenge yakhe elandelayo.
Robert,
Yes, sir.
we are now in the testing station where all our end product needs to be tested before it can be shipping to the customer. But now I've got a control valve that is leaking. I just want you to check to find out what is wrong inside that and fix it, please.
Okay, I'll do that. You need to give me the tools, no? Okay, thank you, sir. So we're good.
Our company is a water tech manufacturing environment. So we manufacture mostly the taps because we are supplying the building industry, and there's a need every day. There is a building going on every day, and they need us to supply with the taps. The speed in this environment is very much important because number one, we need to do our job efficiently, productivity, and because it involves water. Water is a very, very scarce source in this country. When we work on the water, we must speed up our processes and our tests so that we cannot lose so much water.
Fault finding is a very crucial and difficult thing because of you might say you've identified a problem, only to find out that's not the main thing. So this was something that I learned from school, from tertiary level, and then also something that I managed to learn with the company that I worked as a junior process engineer with. When you're working on something that has dimensions and has drawings, it's always advisable to check all your dimensions using your vernier or using any of your measuring equipment. After you see that, okay, there's nothing wrong with the dimensions, then that's when you proceed to the next step, which is your visual inspection. Because you might find out that something is torn apart, something is dented and all that. So yeah, basically that's how you tackle the fault finding.
So have you picked up something, Robert?
Yes, based on the dimensions and then with my measurements based on the drawing, I don't pick up any problematic things with the dimension of the whole cartridge.
Yes.
But visually, when I checked these rubbers that you have here. I think,
yes.
I don't know what they called. I think they say they are the O-rings. Yes. And then I also looked at this wire mesh.
Yeah.
That helps with obviously the filtering, if I'm not mistaken, of the water. So this wire, if I look at it, it's not accordingly based on how the drawing looks here. Yeah. There isn't any wire meshes going like this, overlapping like this.
Like
so yes, so I believe that probably the problem might be that since this wire is damaged, it can't be able to seal correctly, and then hence the leakage. So if I may have another one and then try with that particular one and see whether.
Yeah, luckily I've got one spare in my cupboard.
Okay.
You can put it and let's see what's going to happen.
Okay, this one looks okay. It was a very difficult task for me because of I've never actually worked on taps and all that, the flow of water and all that. So this one was the most difficult one because of now it needs a lot of hands-on as compared to the other ones, which was design and then line balancing.
Robert, he did very well because he managed to use the tooling very well to strip, and after stripping that leaking control, he was even able to identify the problem that was on the control valve. He changed it, he put it and retested it, and he found that the control was working perfectly.
Hustlers, yekani ukuzinamakhanda nibheke ezulwini like the answer's just gonna fall on your laps. Awuthi ke ngincede ke nginikeze impendulo umbuzo wethu lapha kuSpani Cube bafethu. Sithe different light make me strange. For each one, my size will change. What am I? And the answer is a shadow. Yebo ke bafethu isithunzi. We did give you a clue though if you were really paying attention, but most of you bafethu nitholile. So let's keep it up. Khona lapha ku social media. Ngithi khona manje sithi masibuya emva kweCafe sibone ukuthi ngabo Robert ke uyawuthola lo msebenzi awufunayo. Ngithi wena lapha ekhaya gijima uyophuza amanzi lapha empompini. Ngithi ungaye emfulweni because you're gonna miss the rest of the show.
Moses, so Robert's been spending today with you. How do you feel? Do you think he's going to be a suitable candidate?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Patrick, I went with him down in the assembly. We went through 3 tasks, and he does it very well. We started with the tightening of the safety valve, and he developed a good tooling for us to do it very efficiently and to meet our target on time. And we also went with him on the lines whereby he checked the process control flow chart there, and he does it very well so that we can be on time in our deliveries. We also went with Robert on the testing field.
Robert, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed your day and you've had fun.
Yeah, I did.
So how was the day for you? What was your experience like?
It was a bit challenging because of, like I've already alluded to you, obviously the way in which TAPS functions and all that, the processes and all that, it's a bit different to my previous company. But I did manage to at least finish my task on time. So I would say as difficult as they were, but I managed to pull through. So yeah.
So you feel confident that this is the job for you?
Truly speaking, yes. That's all.
I had a word with Moses, who was your coach this morning.
Yes.
He was very happy with the way you delivered your tasks, and he's very confident that you will be the suitable candidate. So we'd like to offer you the position if you would like to take it.
Yes, I would really like to take it. If you say I must start tomorrow, I would really come in flying tomorrow. So yeah, I'm up for it, yes.
Okay, great. Welcome to the Cobra family.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Any other questions?
With respect to your plant, like I know you alluded earlier, the process from where it starts from in terms of founder and going all the way there. How many hours do you work in a day?
Okay, this plant works 24 hours a day, but your position would be from 7 to 4:30 in the normal week, Monday to Thursday, and then Fridays from 7 to 1 o'clock. We knock off at 1 o'clock. So even though the factory carries on running 24 hours a day, your actual as the process control and so forth will only be in those hours. So it's a standard 40-hour week. We've got 3 different shifts that will keep that up and so forth, but yes, for the process engineering, just the normal office hours.
Oh, okay.
Obviously your normal tea times and then half an hour for lunch.
Okay, and then lastly, I saw on the advert itself, it didn't really specify the salary package or something. I don't know whether it's good for me to ask you this question, but what are we looking at if possible?
Okay, it's very much market related salaries and so forth, and before the end of the day we'll be forwarding you the official offer that we're making, and we'll put it in there and you can have a look and see. But Cobra is normally very market related and we don't pay too bad at all.
Okay, no, I'm ready for this, and then I can't wait to start there.
Great, looking forward to having you on board.
Okay, thank you. Okay guys, I had a wonderful time today in Cobra Water Tech. Everything went well. I went through my task one by one, and then I feel I managed to do well. And then, yeah, a message to everyone out there who is a fighter, who is a hustler. I would like to tell them that in life, anything if you want it is possible to get it. I knew from the moment that I left process, by the time I was working as a junior process engineer, that I still have a lot to do in process. So yes, I came to Cobra. They've given me an opportunity. So yeah, you never really rest until you get what you want. Presser, pusher, panda.
Well done, Robert. Ka wena, company e tla hola, e bana le di-customera le basebetsi ba itumetseng. Mahaslas e bana le career plan. Ha o hloleha go iplana, o plana go hloleha. Potso ya rona ya beke ena e tswa ko go rapetse. A re o ithutela electrical engineering, o batla o tseba re ana a nke mehato e feng ka mora sena. Ke o rapetse, degree e tla ho nka 4 years, national diploma e tla ho nka 3 years. Ka mora mo o tlhoka experience ya 3 years gore o kgone go register le ba EXA. Go tloga mo o tla ba a professional engineer. ha e ka ba hona le ho sa o fumanang checka website kapa Facebook ya rona romelang tsa lona dipotso.
Sithi bafethi italent leka Robert bafethi is just on tap. Lirana non-stop bafethi. Usikhombisile umthitha ukuthi uma kuphela enye into ungaqala enye bafethi. Kumele nje wena empilweni yakho ungagive up. So ngiyathemba ukuthi lapha emakhaya nani niqhubuzekile bafethi. To start fresh ukuthi uvuke kusasa uhambe uyofuna umsebenzi. Mina mfana kaMntambo ngidonsa zonke intambo sengiphuma kanje. Uyazihlangana nathi ku bafethi our social media sikhona and our website, and you can also catch us on YouTube bafethi. Until next week sinethela ke enye career mhlawumbe wona lapha ekhaya ingaku para ukuthi uqale kabusha ngithi join us then mina ke ngihlala ngitshela ngithi don't look down, look up and stay up, ngithi up and away I go.